got some noodles with me, and I've got Lauren with me. Hey Lauren. And I nice to know.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, yeah.
Do you like them? I like them.
No, it's because, you know, like when people say noodles, you think of ramen. These are actually noodles. It's like different.
What do you think of them though? The big, oh, sure. That's the only thing I had. I'm blending in with my background. I didn't even plan this out. The line's banging though, isn't it? Oh, what, you good? You need water? So we gonna talk about relationships.
How long was that on me?
I'll leave for time. I released a video about don't liking other girls' pictures while you're in a relationship. I know certain girls feel about it and how other girls feel when you actually pay that attention or give that appreciation to another girl other than herself. Because usually when you're in a relationship with somebody, you, I wouldn't say crave, but it flutters your heart to see the other person's appreciation and the other person's love and the other person's feel. And like when other guys, for example, even if it's just like a single look or a single like, for example, because more times people nowadays, they like things on Instagram or they like things on like social media stuff because we're in the era of social media. And then another girl and the girlfriend sees it, it's just like certain girls think it's a big thing, but like more times it's nothing at the end of the day because he's still with you at that point. So that like or that picture shouldn't really matter compared to like what kind of love he's shown towards you compared to any other girls just alike. Like he's not there in that person, he's not trying to set up with that girl, he's just trying to be like, oh, okay, cool. But some girls, they just take it a bit overboard when it's just like, wow, like, you know, it could be a friend, it could be like a...
I know, but I think at the end of the day, like, if you see your man liking a picture and you know full well, sorry, where did she come from? Then it's not a friend, because a friend is clearly like the people that are prior to you two being together. So then anyone that you meet along the way, you would have to know about them because you're together. Okay. So if this is like a girl that's like on your phone and it's like, okay, well, where did she come from? Oh, it's my friend. Okay.
But like, if it's a friend, it's not as bad as somebody he doesn't know that he's just liking.
100.
But yeah, likes.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people say it's just a like. Like, it's just a like, and it's at the end of the day, it's all like a mental game. Like with us females, because we like our first thing to do is just to react off of like how we feel straight away, instead of a bit. Yeah, as males, they process what they're doing, or like they would deep like even if your man like fucked up like a week ago, he would deep it like 2 weeks later and be like, huh? But then with us girls, anything that we don't like, it's like, nah, G, what's this? Let's approach this. Let's talk about this.
Give me your passport.
Don't like this right now. And then all of these other extra emotions come in when it's not actually necessary.
True. I think I don't know, more times when you look at when certain guys think about, I don't know, I've done it before as well. When I see certain things and I don't see it as a big, and then you compare it to like you actually with somebody and they care about what you're actually doing, and they care about, okay, cool, what, you chat to my man, or you chat to it's like, oh, okay, cool, so, well, you chill with him, but I chill with you every day, like why haven't you told me about this, like, but you're liking a picture, you're going to a birthday party, I can't, wait, no, but you have to see the other things. I think when it comes together, especially with relationships or something, because there's two people coming together, like you feel like once you get a part of that person, you feel like you should at least know at least more than half, or at least like everything what's going on within that life, because they're actually saying to themselves, I actually want to spend time with you and actually no one else but you. And it's like and it's just like, alright, cool. At least you could just give me that feedback and just be like, oh, calm, what's going on in your life? Okay, cool, alright, cool. What do you need done? Are you good? Okay, calm. You chilling with you? Okay, calm. Yeah, we'll link up thing. Alright, calm. So.
But I think it goes for everything though, because so many guys are like, oh, it's not that deep. But then when it happens to them, boy, they move mad.
True.
And more time they can't even say anything because they know that if they were to say something, they won't be allowed to do it. So they move stingy. So always think about what you're doing if you don't want it done to you.
True.
That's what you always have to keep in mind. And at the end of the day, every relationship is different.
Happens on both sides as well though, but more times because the guy thinks it's usually, I don't know, it's just a certain roles. More times the guy is the dominant one within a relationship. More times he's the man, so he's doing most of the things, and then it's more kind of like what he does kind of affects the other person as well in the relationship. So it's like, you know, you kind of have to think about it on two things, but sometimes it's just like, right, but I want to do it. And it's like, you have to kind of give that person the other context of what you're doing as well, because you're not in this alone kind of thing. Even if it's just but you're likes, other things, it's just like...
You both have to know what you want.
Certain things, once you get into relationships, that's what you need to do. I think it's compromising.
It's so hard though,
Compromising. You have to compromise. There's two of you in this, fam. You say you want to be a father, you say you want to be within this person's life. You want to make this person feel happy. Like, you've agreed to that together. You've made it exclusive. Alright, cool. Let me give you that at least, kind of thing. But
So what are you saying, that girls should just go about their business and not worry about it? Nice.
No. Yeah. Just chill out for a bit, because more times, like, I've said to you, alright, cool. I'm with you, fam. You're my girl. Like, I'm giving you all of this, and I'm just...
Yeah, but
I'm just still got friends. I'm still trying to.
You as a man, you have to be consistent with it. So if you're willing to come to me and be like, yo, like, babe, all of these other girls, they don't mean shit. Like, look at how I treat you. Then fair play to you, innit? Then your girl's tripping. If you're staying on top of your woman and you're letting your woman know that that's your woman, like, that's everything to you, then no one else does matter, and your woman doesn't have to think twice. But if she's feeling insecure because of certain things, sometimes that's because you're not on top of it.
True. You have to be on top of it as well.
In order to to get by in your relationship, you have to stay on top of things. But at the same time, it's knowing that not everything's easy. Like, falling in and out of routine is so quick for different people. It doesn't matter who you are, so don't.
True.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
And especially when it comes to nowadays, when you see girls on Instagram and you see pretty girls and you see girls with the big bums and the breasts and all that, and you're just like, rah, so what? Okay, my man showing appreciation to the girl, but what? So he likes that kind of gal, yeah?
You get what I mean?
I know that's happened to me
exactly,
before.
do you know
And then
what
it's
I'm
just like, okay, cool, so what? You're liking all these girls' other pictures. Okay, cool, so what? Mango? If you're flipping on the other head, I'm seeing what's actually happened on the other side of that person's brain. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Because a lot of girls are kind of self-conscious nowadays due to the fact that there's Instagram girls, there's all these girls, brows, makeup, anyways, everything. So you just kind of have to. That's the kind of whole thing with like the social media. I feel like social media is doing everything, bro.
It's peak, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
Social media is doing everything, but yeah, especially when it comes to social media, relationship, just everything, because you're pretty much born in this era, so you kind of have to absorb everything that's coming towards you. And that thing is social media, relationships, and that's going to be broadcast everywhere. So,
are we meant to be looking there or there? In there, I feel like I'm giving really intense eye contact. In there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Is that like a confidence thing?
Maybe, if you can't look somebody in the eye.
No, you know for sure it has to be. Have you not spoken to some people and their eyes is darting left, right, center, around, and you're thinking, right, brother, I don't want to look at you that deep.
True. More times, it's just like looking into somebody's soul.
Oh no, that's you know when you get that with like a teacher, when the teacher tries to stare you down and you're thinking, no, I'm studying.
But they're just looking all